comes to a class, always make sure to go to class and study for the test well in advance. I feel like most people struggle their freshman year because they kind of don't adjust from college to high school classes, where in high school I feel like you go to class and you do the work, you're going to get an A or a B. In college, all the classes are based around your midterm and your final. Usually it's like 70% of your class grade is on your midterm and final. And so it's very important you study for that at least a week in advance. Read your books before class, like your assigned chapters, and you'll be able to retain a lot more information and you'll be a lot more successful in class, I'd say, if you did that. And I wish, I did a little more of that my freshman year.
Taking breaks in between studying, not sitting down for 4 hours straight, because you're not going to retain the information as well as if you study for an hour and then take 20-30 minutes off, study for an hour, back and forth. I think that is definitely some good advice that I picked up later in my college career.
I like to study in the library. A lot of people do too, but around midterm times and final times, they can be very packed and it may be hard to find a spot or a table or a room. Usually I like to study in the Lillis main building or on the second floor. They usually have a lot of tables there, usually pretty quiet there throughout the day. Usually that's where I'd study. Sometimes I'll study at my house or something like that, but usually it's the library or Lillis is where I usually study.
I think it's not really efficiency if you push yourself study overnight, because it's meaningful and it makes sense if you can study very end and you have a clear memory about what you studied last night, but it's like short-term memory, not rather than long-term. You will forget everything after you study.
Absolutely not. I have never pulled an all-nighter in college. My grades are fine. I am also a major in psychology, and I just don't think not getting sleep is helpful. I think sleeping is just as important as studying, so you need both.
That is false. Now, from experience, I've done this before, trying to pull an all-nighter. It's never worked for me. Usually I'm just too tired and I have a hard time retaining all the information. So I would not recommend pulling an all-nighter. I've seen people who've done it before who may have done alright, but overall I would say the majority of the people who pull all-nighters is not going to be beneficial for you.
I would definitely recommend to just get involved, which I waited very long to do until my junior year. So getting involved early, I think, definitely puts you ahead of a lot of other people, and it allows you to kind of know what you're interested in or not interested in at an earlier point, which I think is really good. And also going to office hours if you need help, making that connection with your professors is really useful.
For the first year student, I would say to try your best to get involved in school. So for instance, to participate as many clubs as you can, because that's a really good resources for you to get to know yourself as well as the university. It really gives you a sense how university looks like and how you can better understanding yourself and achieve your goals.
During midterms, I definitely try to just not overwork myself. Try to go to the gym in between, give myself a break, but still doing something. And just taking breaks in between studying, not overworking yourself. That's definitely how I kept sane.
First of all, I will kind of make a schedule for myself and doing some notes, such as some due dates and the task I have to finish. Also, I spent most of the time in the library and make sure I get enough sleep so I can be energetic every day.